many things to see. But nature is the greatest sight there could ever be. The greatest of them all to me is how the world was formed, and why the roses have to live each day among the thorns. One day among the world of thorns, a rose began to grow. It was the greatest gift of God the world will ever know. It was the will of God to show that since this world was formed, there had to be a rose that lived and died among the thorns. Along the road to Jericho, a man was left to die. There, like a petal from the rose, two men passed him by. A neighbor and a friend came by and saw his lifeless form, and love he took good care of him. The rose among the thorns. One day among the world of thorns, a rose began to grow. It was the greatest gift of God the world will ever know. It was the will of God to show that since this world was formed, there had to be a rose that lived and high among the thorns. 2,000 years will soon be gone since God looked down in love. There in the town of Bethlehem, a rose began to bud. It lived to bloom until one day it was crushed with awful frowns. And then the love from God above was moved to higher ground. One day among the world of thorns, a rose began to grow. It was the greatest gift of God the world will ever know. It was the will of God to show that since the world began, there had to be a rose to live and die among the thorns. 2,000 years, yes, has gone since God looked down in love. There in the town of Bethlehem, a rose began to bud. It lived to bloom until the day was crushed with awful frowns. And then the love of God from above was moved to higher ground. One day among the world of thorns, a rose began to grow. It was the greatest gift of God the world will ever know. It was the will of God to show that since the world was formed, there had to be a rose to live and die among the thorns. Jesus is the sweetest name I know. Just the same as His holy name. That's the reason why I love Him It was the will of God to show that since the world was formed, there had to be a rose that lived and died among the thorns.